a creature that looks like a cross between a tank and an armadillo, with a body as round as a bowling ball and armor that could withstand the fiercest of battles. Get ready to meet Doedicurus, the real-life armored warrior that once roamed the wilds of South America during the Pleistocene epoch. But hold on, this is not your typical armadillo. Doedicurus is in a league of its own. It's an extinct genus of glyptodonts, which are ancient relatives of modern armadillos, but with a twist. They were massive, heavily armored, and had a carapace that could rival that of a medieval knight's armor. Doedicurus had just one known species, Doedicurus clavicaudalis, and it belonged to the family Chlamyphoridae, which includes some of our cute modern armadillo friends. But don't let their cute appearance fool you. Doedicurus was a true beast. These creatures were the ultimate survivors, roaming the ancient South American landscapes until about 7,000 years ago, belonging to the group of glyptodonts, which are ancient mammals known for their rotund shape and heavy armor carapace, and are classified in the superorder Xenartha alongside sloths and anteaters. Doedicurus stands out as one of the largest members of this group to have ever walked the earth, with a genus name derived from the ancient Greek language meaning club-tailed or pestle-tailed. This mighty beast was a force to be reckoned with. Measuring around 4 feet 11 inches tall and approximately 12 feet in length, Doedicurus weighed an astonishing 3,100 pounds on average. However, recent scientific discoveries suggest that later specimens of Doedicurus could have grown even bigger, possibly reaching a colossal weight of 4,190 to 5,220 pounds. One of the most distinctive features of the Doedicurus was its massive carapace, which covered its entire dorsal section. Made up of tightly fitted scutes, similar to those of modern-day armadillos, the carapace was snug at the pelvis but loose around the shoulder. Some experts speculate that the dome of the carapace might have been filled with fat, similar to the hump of a camel, providing Doedicurus with additional energy reserves. They were well equipped to defend itself with its formidable spiked tail club, which weighed between 88 to 143 pounds and measured up to 3 feet 3 inches in length. Scientists believe that Doedicurus could swing its tail club at astonishing speeds of up to 25 miles per hour, making it a potent weapon against predators or rivals in fights. Just imagine the sheer power of this tail club in action, delivering crushing blows to anything that dared to challenge this armored giant. Pretty impressive, right? But interestingly, its tail club was not primarily used for defense against predators. Contrary to popular belief, the tail club was likely used in intraspecific battles, as part of the Doedicurus's mating behavior. The spectacle of two giant Doedicurus male battling it out with their massive tail clubs, vying for the attention of a female. It was just like a prehistoric WWE match. These fascinating creatures share an evolutionary history that dates back millions of years, showcasing the diverse and intriguing world of ancient mammals. They used to roam the open grasslands and woodlands of South America during the Pleistocene, a time when the climate was temperate or cool. Doedicurus called a cold, humid region in the southern end of South America its home, where it had to adapt to the cycles of glacial and interglacial periods, categorized by cold and warm climate conditions. Talk about a tough cookie. So, what did this mighty armored giant munch on to survive in its challenging environment? Based on scientific research, Doedicurus was most likely a grazer, feeding on low-growing grasses or multicellular organisms like algae. However, its dentition and mouth structure seem to be less adapted to efficiently chew grass, indicating a slow metabolism. It's fascinating to think about how Doedicurus adapted to its unique dietary preferences in the midst of changing climate conditions. But let's not forget about the habitat of Doedicurus. During the glacial periods, the landscape would have been dominated by vast savanna lands, providing ample grazing opportunities for the massive glyptodont. Picture the grassy plains stretching as far as the eye can see, with Doedicurus lumbering through, foraging for food. On the other hand, during the interglacial cycles, the climate would have transitioned to rainforest and woodlands, presenting a different set of challenges for Doedicurus to navigate. It's incredible to think about how this giant creature roamed through various ecosystems, adapting to the changing landscape and climate of its time. They had to make the most of its surroundings, utilizing its heavy armor and carapace to protect itself from the elements and potential predators. Its habitat, with its unique mix of grasslands, woodlands, and rainforest, would have provided both opportunities and challenges for this ancient giant. Now, let's talk about the threats faced by Doedicurus. We can't help but wonder, what were the threats and predators this massive creature had to contend with? Considering its size and heavy armor, it's safe to say that it wasn't an easy target for most predators of its time, as the genus Doedicurus was isolated on the South American continent for a long time, which may have limited the number of predators it had to face. However, all of that changed during the Great American Interchange. The formation of the Isthmus of Panama, a land bridge that connected South America and North America, brought about a significant shift in the continent's predator landscape. New species of large mammalian carnivores made their way into South America, and the Doedicurus suddenly found itself in the crosshairs of formidable predators. Imagine coming face to face with a saber-toothed tiger, a short-faced bear, or a jaguar, all of which were not native to South America, but now posed a serious threat to the Doedicurus. But that's not all. The Great American Interchange also facilitated the migration of large herbivorous mammals, such as deer, elephants, tapirs, and horses into South America. This meant increased competition for grazing land, as these new herbivores vied for resources with the Doedicurus. It was now not just the predators that the Doedicurus had to contend with, but also other large herbivores that could potentially outcompete it for food. However, as fascinating as these battles may have been, humans likely posed one of the biggest threats to the Doedicurus during the Quaternary period. The arrival of humans in South America would have introduced new challenges for the Doedicurus, as early humans were skilled hunters and capable of bringing down large animals. Overhunting, habitat destruction, and other human-induced factors may have contributed to the eventual extinction of the Doedicurus and other large mammals in South America. The story of the Doedicurus continues with some fascinating fossil discoveries and a tragic end. It was the renowned British paleontologist Richard Owen who first described this magnificent creature back in 1847. The fossil he stumbled upon was a partial tail, showcasing the massive club that set the Doedicurus apart from other glyptodont species. Initially, Owen thought it belonged to the Glyptodon genus, but later in 1874 it was classified into its very own genus, the Doedicurus. Recent fossil records suggest that the Doedicurus might have been the last surviving member of the entire Glyptodont group. Can you believe it? This prehistoric giant may have roamed the Earth until as recently as 8,000 to 7,000 years ago. That's mind-bogglingly close to our time. Unfortunately though, the Doedicurus' story doesn't have a happy ending. Just like many other majestic megafauna of the time, this genus faced its downfall during the Quaternary extinction event. Climate change and overhunting by humans are believed to have played a significant role in their ultimate demise. It's a sobering reminder of the impact that humans can have on the delicate balance of nature. As captivating as the Doedicurus' real-life story is, it also has left its mark on the realm of pop culture. This ancient giant has made appearances in various forms, from documentaries and video games to movies and TV shows. Its unique appearance with its massive size, heavy armor, and legendary tail club has captured the imagination of many. Its battles against formidable predators and its intriguing mating behavior have become popular topics of discussion among paleontology enthusiasts and pop culture aficionados alike. Whether it's a cameo in a prehistoric-themed movie or a featured character in a video game, the Doedicurus continues to leave its footprint in the world of popular culture, keeping its legacy alive for generations to come. And if you're into cool stuff like this, make sure to click on the like and subscribe buttons below. By learning about Doedicurus and other prehistoric animals, we get a better idea of just how diverse and complicated life on Earth really is. If you're curious about other prehistoric animals and want to know more about them, then you should definitely check the video on your screen right now. We'll tell you everything you need to know about this fascinating topic and help you deepen your understanding of these incredible creatures.